We're at the 1 o'clock hour now, so it's time to introduce Jermaine Johnson, who's going to be our host for the day. And guys, I hope you guys are as excited as we are about this meeting. We're going to be doing these every single month. This is when you can get your teams fired up. They can see what's happening. They can hear from the best of the best in our company. And so without further ado, Jermaine, are you on?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I need my music to get this thing going. Hey, welcome everybody. Let's look here. Let's get fired up. It's about to go down. It's Super Saturday. You're fearless. We're fearless on this call. Look here. Want to welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. We had awesome. Thank you for all of that prior to the call. All of the back room, locker room type of banner that you all know we're doing there. And again, congrats, Danielle and everybody. Look, I'm going to tell you, we missed you because it was a holiday. I missed y'all. So it's so good for us to be here today, kick the weekend off right. And so with that said, look, we're just going to keep this party going. Look, grab a pen and a paper. I see so many wonderful people on this call this morning. Still people in the waiting room. We are also live over in our fun training page. So look, we're everywhere. People are on this call from Africa right now, Australia, the EU, Spain. We even have people on this call from Spain right now. So we're excited. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. And so look, we're just going to kick this thing off in what better fashion than to go right into a dynamic training on your mindset. Thoughts are things. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And so who better to do this training? This gentleman, look, I'm going to say, he is a leader amongst leaders. This gentleman knows 100% of the facts of this business, loves having fun, loves to help people, making significant income. I mean, the boy got his own money. He even counts it too for other people. I mean, look, he's an accountant on the side. He is a father. He is, I don't think he's a grandfather yet, but he's a father. He is a grandfather. All right. But look here, honestly, we are such a community, a tribe, a family here. I just had a wonderful weekend out partying with him on a boat. It wasn't a boat, it was a yacht. It had like 4 levels to it for one of our good friends' birthday party. And I saw this man, like he started basically the dance floor. I said, is that Vegas out there? Oh my God, I can't wait to get to Orlando with him because I saw the way that he parties now. Hey, anybody that can pray and party at the same time, let's go. And so look here, I want to introduce you, grab a pen and paper to the one, the only Mr. Vegas Mindset Ghost. Were you able to make it on the phone, brother?
Yes, sir. I am here, man. It is a pleasure not only to see you, but see so many wonderful faces out here. I am just so jacked, so pumped. I cannot tell you, man, what it's done for me and my spirit just to hear your voice. Look, I would definitely be wrong if I did not just tell the world who did not know you, and I shame on them if they don't. Look, I want to let everybody know this gentleman, Jermaine Johnson, not only is he a great person, a great father, a great man, and definitely he's a great God-fearing man. To be around him, I'm telling you right now, this is a person who I want to emulate, and I appreciate everything you do and the example you set, sir. Thank you so much. So with that, look, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna be as short as I can, but look, it's been a while since I talked, so you know, us country folks, we can go. So, so bear with me. I know there's a timer, so I have to get with it really quickly. So, you know, I was asked to talk about a subject that's near and dear to me, and that is about mindset, goal setting, how we can get better and why we need to be doing these things. I'm going to tell you now, matter of fact, I like starting things off with a video. So if I don't have the ability to do so, someone can allow me to share, but I want to make sure that I set the mindset properly, and I got a brief video, less than 1 minute, I want to start off with. All right, so with that, let me just switch over to my slide deck and we'll get things started. There we go, share. All right, let me mute myself out and I'll be right back.
But here's what you should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. And sometimes a guy doesn't outwork you and he still wins. It isn't fair, man. Sometimes there is no justice. Winning requires all of you and then more, and it promises you nothing. It's a mastermind of creating fear and doubt in your mind. It causes setback after setback. So the question is about winning. Are you willing to sprint when the distance is unknown? And why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Facts.
But here's what you should.
100% facts. Look, all I can say is this. Why is goal setting so important? It is the key ingredient to winning. Now, I don't know about you, but man, once you get a taste of winning, you want to keep on getting it. And here, and everything that I've listed out this morning, not only these are things I've read, I've heard, but these are things I practice in my life, and I do them daily. And I promise you, if you do them, you too will have not only the same results, but possibly even better. So let's get right on into it. Why is goal setting so important? Number one, goals are dreams that become reality. I'll say that again. Goals are dreams that become reality. Not only that, but these are the goals of the first things or the first steps we need to take to even get towards success. Goals provide direction. They pave a clear direction for you. All right. They even, matter of fact, they even keep you motivated. Matter of fact, if you've ever been the kind of person that you're laying in bed and can't seem to sleep, see, those are your goals and your dreams knocking on you, making sure that you're waking up, right? You know what I mean? They're on your mind so much that they're causing you to want to wake up and get the day started. Goals improve accountability. They hold you accountable to consistent activity. See, once you begin to start realizing what it takes, guess what? You know what you need to be doing, and then you begin to continue those steps each and every day, and they stay on your mind constantly. Then goals boost your performance. See, when you know what you need to have done and when it's supposed to be done, it begins to heighten your productivity, all right? And then finally, I'll put it this way, and I hope I give it even justice. Goals help you to fight through obstacles because you know they're coming. Challenges are coming, right? When you're looking to get better, do and have wonderful things, they're going to be those obstacles that come. They help you to adapt and figure out a way to keep on moving forward. All right, so let's get right into it. So I hope you got a pad and pen. So I got a few things I want you to jot down. So how do you achieve your goals? Be smart. Some of you have heard of this acronym. See, you want to be specific about your goals, all right? You want to have goals that are measurable. You want to have those that are attainable, not to mention relevant, and you want to make sure that they are timely, all right? So let's get right into it. When you want to be smart, all right, with your goals, be specific, write them down. Look, shame on you if you don't have a pad and pen right now, all right? I keep my little book with me. This is one of the best things, and honestly, matter of fact, being in a meeting, in a training is where I learned to make sure I have my journal with me, taking down notes at all times, all right? So why not write down all your goals, all your aspirations, keep your journal near you. Always include as much detail as possible about your goal. Don't be wishy-washy, all right? So what I mean by that, you want to take exact notes. You want to be as exact as much as possible. What do you want to achieve? All right. When do you want to achieve them? And then what kind of person do you need to be or to grow into to achieve those goals? Y'all, when I'm telling you, you need to have your book, you need to have your journal beside you, maybe with a cup of coffee, maybe even with a super big gulp. All right, those of you know what that is. If you're from the DMV, you know what I'm talking about. All right, but you want to have a super big gulp and sit down with you and your journal and write out what's important to you. Who do you want to become, and more importantly, what kind of person do you think you need to become to have those things or goals to happen? All right, they need to be measurable, keeps you on track. All right. These measurable goals, they can't be just generalities, all right? And I'll follow up with a couple of examples here in a second, but you want to have something that you can measure in your progress. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, Chris Robinson, all right? If your goal is to lose weight, say if your goal is to lose weight in 20 pounds in 5 months, so why not break that goal down? First, maybe lose 1 pound a week. Do it over the next few weeks, right? For 5 months. And then maybe your goal is to even further to go to the gym 4 times a week. How are you going to get it done? Create that diet plan, all right? Then how do you achieve your goals? They need to be attainable. They need to be ambitious, but not unachievable. What I mean by that, here's just a quick example. Say you want to work out 2 hours a day, like Chris Bailey, all right? But you have a full-time job and you have young kids to watch. Maybe 2 hours a day is not realistic. Maybe you need to make a goal of 30 minutes a day, which may be more attainable, all right? Then relevant, truly. You want it to be something attainable. So when I say irrelevant, why do you want it? I've always heard, your goals got to make you cry, right? Your why has to be strong enough to make you cry. Well, your goals are in line with that. That's something you want to make sure that you have. So why do you want it? What is the purpose of your goal? All right. Maybe it's not just to lose weight. Maybe you have some health elements, right? Or better yet, maybe you have a family member near to dear to you, maybe your spouse even, that maybe needs to lose weight, but you need to lose some weight too. Maybe your goal is to lose weight to be an example for your spouse, your partner. Just a couple examples, all right? Is it worth the cost, the resource, or the time? See, if we just have these fly-by-night goals and just, I want to do something, I want to have something, right? And nothing really worth doing. Like, for example, in my example down here, you want to be a movie star. Do you love acting and you want to inspire others, or you just want to be famous? All right, there's a difference. All right, think about it fairly. What do you really want to achieve? And then timely. You got to have a deadline. You just can't set a goal and not put it in the ether, right? You have to have a sense of urgency. Set a deadline of when you want to achieve your goal, not too far out. All right. You want to make it where it's some landmarks along the way, some milestones. All right. So say if your goal, for example, is maybe to you want to hit 100K. All right. Maybe 1,000 first, all right, maybe 5K, then 50K. So you set your goals accordingly. Maybe it's a year, maybe it's a month from now, you want to hit 1K. The following month, you want to hit 5, and so on, all right? Stretch right out those goals, make them achievable, all right? So one way to help you to do that is to create your vision board, all right? And I got mine sitting here looking at me right now. Create that vision board. Make sure you put everything that you want on it. Your homes, the money you want to make, body shape that you want to have. Believe me, I got a picture now. I'm telling you, that guy's got my body. Anyway, place that where you want to go on your vision board. The cars, the trucks, the motorcycles, whatever it might be. Put it on your vision board to remind yourself about it daily. All right, prioritize your goals. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people say, I want to make 100K, for example, and they haven't even made 5 yet, right? So let's prioritize them. Your short-term goals, list them out. Your long-term goals. Again, I already talked about your 5K versus 100K. Maybe it's 5 pounds versus 50 pounds you want to lose. Or maybe it's, well, here it says, not just maybe, you want to share your goals with your family and your business partners. All those folks who are important to you, you want to tell them. See, if your goal is to lose weight, don't be going out to the all-you-can-eat buffet. All right. You probably want to tell your family so they don't be calling you about where they're going out to eat this weekend, what extra food they want to have for the football games this weekend, right? So they need to be a part of your goal and your venture and your process, right? And then also too, I encourage you, prioritize when it comes to your family, your spiritual goals, your financial goals, your health, your self-development, whatever it may be. There's a lot of different things, a lot of different areas we want to improve on. So you got to make sure you have them all captured. And I promise you, all of those things are important and you should have goals for all of them. If it's important to you, it needs to be on the list, all right? And then when you're achieving goals, here's something I highly recommend. You got to reward yourself. Look, my brother told me many years ago, don't nobody love you like you. Now, he was in the military, stationed away for a long time, don't know exactly what he meant by that. But all I can say is this, when you are striving for goals and you are making progress, man, you have got to reward yourself along the way. So what I mean by that is if you achieved your weekly goal, you lost a pound, treat yourself to a movie or something. Don't go out to go eat. All right, but treat yourself to a movie. If your goal is to hit 1K, go out to a nice dinner. And just like I said earlier, include your family, include your spouse, include a business partner or friend, anyone who's a part of your journey. Let them see you winning. All right, it's important. Also, too, they'll keep on encouraging. See, I believe winning is contagious. And when people around you see it, man, they just want to, they get inspired by what you're doing. You'd be amazed what that does for you as well as for them. And then also too, the rewards just keep you, again, like I said, it keeps you inspired. And also too, when it comes to goals, look, it takes work. It takes commitment, not just to you, but it takes a commitment of all people around you. I can't, look, let me put it this way. See, I've heard that when there are people striving for good things and great things, there are some naysayers out there, but there are also some people who want to see you winning. And as they start seeing you progress and start making those accomplishments and doing those, it's just so contagious. And guess what? It becomes a community thing. Everybody wants to start winning. You know, they say iron sharpens iron, right? Or they even say, matter of fact, you may have heard the term, you know, if you look at the income of the 5 people you hang around with, you probably make an average of them, right? It's just something about it's all contagious, right? You want to be around that and you want to always keep striving to do better. I know no better person to give you a better example of the commitment of what it takes about hard work. All right. I saw a gentleman, not saying I'm emulating his life, but man, he makes some good points about business. So I'm going to show a quick video and then I'll get out the way.
In life, people emulate the end result, not the process. The end result is what they see and they emulate that. Well, Kobe scored that 61. That day he was practicing. He practiced his whole life. Are you willing to put in that sort of commitment? Are you willing to practice the whole life? Yeah, I'm sure you want to be on a jet and all that, but do you want to put in that work? That's what it takes for something great, that amount of time, that level of commitment.
Look, I cannot tell you, when it comes to goal setting, it is so key to success. It is so key to having the winning lifestyle you want to have. And I promise you, when you start committing to you and improving on you, using your goals to help thrive and drive your life, you'll be amazed how it touches and reaches out to people that you don't even know it's touching. All right. So with that, look, I'm going to get out the way. I only had 15 minutes of thunder, so I hope I gave somebody some blessings they didn't have before they got on. And with that, look, it is my honor, my privilege to bring up a gentleman I've known nearly 30 plus years. Okay, when you know a person that long, you begin to realize who they are as a person. When I tell you, not only is he a God-fearing man, he loves helping people. He loves making money. But one of the great things I love about him, man, he loves having fun. But what's so important about it is that he has this ability to want to take people with him on the journey. Y'all, I know for a fact that he wants to leave a legacy behind him and a legacy for his family. And to know that he's going to take others with him, y'all, it is my privilege and my honor to bring up Mr. Chris Bailey. Sir, are you with us today?
I am here, Vegas. What's happening?
Man, it's good to see you. I hadn't seen you since a couple days ago.
Hanging out on boats with you and Jermaine and Alicia, just partying, party. Woo, woo.
That's right. Sir, it's good to see your face, man. The floor is all yours.
All right. Thanks so much, Vegas. Thanks for that amazing training. For all you guys who don't know, man, we have nicknamed Vegas Mr. Mindset. So his tags even say Mr. Mindset on his truck because that positive mindset that he instills in everyone. And I'll tell you, you know, I haven't met anybody else in the industry who teams love them as much as Vegas teams love him. I appreciate you, man. It's always great to do business with you. That's why you're always the first person I call. I put in a headlock and I say, we doing this next business together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, since Vegas was talking about mindset and vision board, I just was looking at mine right before the call started. So I thought I'd throw it up and share it with you as I'm opening up. And the first thing I see at the top is Florida. That was on my vision board. And now guess where I live? Woo, woo, Florida. So anyway, so thanks for that mindset training, Vegas. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, again, for anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Chris Bailey. I've been in the industry for quite a few years. I used to work for Homeland Security. I'm a retired Marine. And I was introduced to an opportunity maybe about 16, 17 years ago. I can't remember what it was. And I didn't think people really made money. I didn't think there was money to be made in home-based businesses. You know, I was one of those who thought all the negative stuff but I wanted to support my friend that introduced me to it. So I signed up in that company, and the crazy thing, timing was everything, right? I wanted the product that they offered. So it was perfect timing. I was like, I'll go ahead and sign up in this pyramid thing and do whatever. 2 short years later, I was quitting my full-time 6-figure income job at Homeland Security, where I was doing some top secret work. And I have not had to go back to work since. I've been with multiple companies, some of the biggest home-based businesses in the world. Fortunately, and I'm gonna say fortunately because it landed me here, my last company was a travel business, and the only product that they had was travel. And the crazy thing was that company made over $1 billion the year before, and then they ran into financial trouble and had to file for bankruptcy because of COVID. So I love our house of brands, and I feel like My Daily Choice is the company for all of us for life. I know Josh very well. His vision is incredible. And man, we just have something special going on here. So what I want to train about today is you guys know I love the compensation plan. And this is the reason, one of the main reasons why I joined My Daily Choice is because of the compensation plan. And I truly believe in sincerely and deep in my heart, and I'm not saying this just because I'm in the company or something like that. I think it's the best compensation plan in the industry. What I did notice immediately when I joined, and some of the people on my team that did other businesses with me, is that we noticed that our checks were a little bit bigger, like almost double from the amount of work that we did when we were with other companies. So that's a good feeling when you're making a good amount of money for your efforts. So today, what I want to do is just highlight. So you guys know we went to MDC 2.0. So there were some changes in the compensation plan. So what I want to just go over is just highlight a couple of the changes and what it means. And then also just to shoot a couple of things that you should shoot for every single month. All right. And also I wanted to do the whiteboard because I'm very visual, and I know some of you guys are probably like me, that's very visual. And so I can kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. All right, so first thing is just a couple of things I want to share. The new compensation plan is really geared really well towards getting customers, all right? And this is in place for multiple reasons. And this is another thing I love about Josh, is that he knows that now, the world is social media influencers. So now we can bring on influencers, because influencers might not want to do auto ships or subscriptions or building a team. They might not want to do that. They might just want to post about the product and make a bunch of money. So the new compensation is geared so that they won't have to do any of that. All right, but they can make a lot of money. But it also means it for us as well. So getting customers is very important to the company, to the industry, and so it's really geared towards customers. So what happens is, what we are normally, and if we sign up affiliates, this still exists, is that the first month that you get your customer and affiliate, you would get the big bonus up front, and then the next month after, you'll get it all in a binary. Well, now if you get customers, preferred customers, every time they place an order, you continue to get the big amount. Okay, so and then a smaller amount goes into the binary. So it's very important that we all get customers if we want to make a lot of money. All right. And again, that the check is not going to go down from the customer base the second month on. It's going to continue to get that nice override of commission. All right. The second thing I want to mention is the holding tank. And this is probably one of the best upgrades that this company has done. And because I've used it in previous businesses as leverage. And I mean, I've gotten a lot of signups strictly because of a holding tank. Okay. So what the holding tank is we all have our binary tree, our left leg, right leg. And, when someone signs up, they're in your enrollment tree, but they have to go somewhere in the binary tree, either your left leg or right leg. And there are so many, and this is a whole nother training I could do actually, by going deeper into the binary and how this holding tank could really help you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna touch on it really quick because it's very important. But anyway, but that holding tank, so let's say, for example, you're brilliant enough to sign up Jermaine Johnson, right? So you got Jermaine, he signed up, he's like, Chris, man, I went in the system, I signed up. And we all know Jermaine's a go-getter, right? He has a history, track record, and probably anybody we know would want to join under Jermaine, right? So, but how cool would it be if I came to you and said, guess what? I got this superstar named Jermaine Johnson. He just joined. Jermaine has built these businesses. He's the best of the best, the king in the industry. He's a legend. And if you sign up today, he could be on your team, right? And you go, hey, for real? Yeah, boom. All right, put me in. So boom, put them in. So now I got 2 people in the holding tank, right? All right, then I'm going to call Dale Franklin and I'm gonna say, Dale, guess what? I know you were interested in my daily choice, but guess what? I got a gift for you. I got this superstar, Jermaine Johnson, blah, 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 keep edifying Jermaine. And then guess what? And then I signed up my friend Vegas also. And if you get in, and Vegas is just like Jermaine, all right? So you can get 2 superstars on your team right away. If you sign up today, I'll put those 2 superstars on your team. Boom, guess what? Now you got 3, all right? I'm gonna tell you guys this. I remember one time I did that, but I was going on Facebook and I was putting on anybody sign up today. I got 2 people that's gonna be on your team immediately. And I wound up getting like 7 applications in one day from doing that. All right, so that's a very important thing. So if anybody needs help with that, questions about it, feel free to contact me or your leadership, okay? And there's some other cool things you can do with the holding tank as well, but that's really important, all right? So now what I wanna give you guys is some targets to shoot for. Now, and this is not to sidetrack anybody from whatever targets they have, okay? Hopefully this should fall in line with your targets. So one of the things that we all can do, and a new person that's just joined today can do, is qualify for our company's bonus pool. All right, the global bonus pool, you know, whether it's $60, $70 a share, whatever it is, add that on to your money. You know, that's something we should shoot for, because one of the goals that I like for everybody to do is just make a couple of $100 a month, right? And it's very simple. The global bonus pool is if you sign up 4 new people, whether they're affiliates or customers, it doesn't matter, 4 new people in that calendar month, all right, the company is going to give you a share of the bonus pool. You do 8, you get 2 shares and so forth, right? But if you get 4 every single month, and we have a lot of people who do it every month, like clockwork, right? They get their 4 every month, that's going to get you on the bonus pool. The other thing that you want to shoot for is being binary qualified every month, okay? So that's so very important, because one of the biggest paychecks in the entire compensation plan, which is absolutely amazing, is the leadership check match, all right? So what we want to do is create a culture of people getting binary qualified, because the check match is based off of binary qualifications, all right? So you want to teach people to be binary qualified, and you know, that way they're teaching their people and we create that culture, okay? So what is binary qualified? So now all of y'all need to watch the compensation plan. It's all over YouTube, it's all on the back office, it's everywhere, all right? Watch that compensation plan and print it off and read it, okay? What I do is I keep reading it until I know it by heart. But my daily choice is the most simple comp plan I've ever seen, okay? So anyway, binary qualified is when you, you know, and this is the binary tree that I'm sharing, obviously. If you've got at least 40 BV personal, okay, 40 BV personal, and then in your left leg and right leg, you have at least 90 BV or from people that you personally enrolled, not from spillover, okay? And I'll explain what spillover is in a second. So again, 90 BV, and it could be a combination. Somebody can have 40, somebody can have 50, all right? And one of the things that we've experienced in the past is sometimes people are short of being binary qualified, because here's what happened. When you got the 90 in both legs that you personally enrolled, then it's going to calculate everybody else. Now you might have spillover, other people, you know, in your legs from your upline, signing up people and all that counts, all right? Every one of them counts. So if this person ordered 200 BV worth of product and this person ordered 400, they got customer signups, all of that counts, all right? So what happens is you add it all up, in both legs, and that's what your binary is. You have to have at least 300 in your lesser leg. One is always going to be bigger than the other. So, well, the 300, let me retract. The 90 BV in each leg and you having 40 makes you binary qualified, all right? The 300 BV in your lesser leg qualifies you to get a binary check, all right? Very important to understand, okay? So if you got 90 in one leg and that's it, you're not going to get a check yet. But here's the great thing: the 90 rolls over to the next month. Okay, so those keep rolling up and stacking up. Some people will wind up having 10,000 points in one leg, 5,000 in another leg, and they're not getting a check. Why? Because they're not watching. Okay, and me and Vegas can tell you from experience, we've called people up, told them you got $1,000. All you got to do is add 30 more, get somebody to get a 30 more BVN product, or order it yourself, and then boom, the person got a big check. Okay, so you need to pay attention to that, and you can look at your dashboard and see that. So left leg, right leg, and it's rolling over every month. So if you've been in this thing for 2-3 years, you might have, you know, 100,000 points, you might have 50,000, you might have 5,000, whatever it is, it's money waiting for you to cash. All right, so I want you to understand that. So again, when you're getting in the bonus pool every single month, if you sign up 4, you can put 2 in one leg, 2 in the other, right? And boom, you're binary qualified. And then you just keep adding to those as the time go along, all right? Okay, so I already talked about spillover. Spillover is when people above you are placing people, you get that all counts towards your paycheck, all right? I talked about rollover. Rollover is when the whatever BV this month, if you didn't cash the check, it rolls over into next month and it keeps compounding and adding up. And just to say this, if you have one person that had 100 BV in your left leg and they've been paying auto ship for 12 months, you're going to have 1,200 points. Okay, so and now there's a time, I think there's a limit, maybe a year or something like that, where it might not roll over those, but at that point, that's what happened. And then I talked about check match. So your leadership check matching is based off everybody being binary qualified. So let's create a culture of everybody being binary qualified, understanding what it takes. Let's create a culture of everybody hitting the global bonus pool every single month, and then let's live on the beaches of the world. Okay. Now I said I was going to share one thing with you guys quickly. I forgot what it was that fast. Daggone it. I was going to spend a minute on it. Somebody type in the chat what was I going to do? Because it was really good. Holding tank. Okay, I did do the holding tank. Okay, if it comes to me, I'll just do something and make a quick video and put it on the chat lines. How about that? All right. So that's it. So guys, I just wanted to share one last thing in closing. All right. So me and my girlfriend, Miss Alicia, we moved to a beautiful high rise in Fort Lauderdale. If you know anything about Fort Lauderdale, so we can see the beach, we can see all of that beautiful stuff in the background. And it's all because of the freedom of being my daily choice, and you know, the freedom and flexibility of moving without having a 9-to-5. So guys, we all can make our goals and dreams come true, as Vegas said. Follow that, and then let's all meet on the beaches of the world. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to turn the call over to Miss Tammy Lynn Yarborough. Tammy has been with My Daily Choice for a whopping 4 years. She's so passionate about helping people. I'm going to tell you, we have so much fun. She is so cool, down to earth. Now, if you guys don't know, I am my birthday just passed, and you know, I aged another year, but I hung out with all the ladies at our last conference, and it was just so much fun. They're such a blast. And of course, I had to be in bed by 10, but you know, they kept on partying. They partied all night. And Tammy's just you know, just a ray of light. You know, just an awesome woman. She loves helping people. That's her passion. And because she followed her passion of loving to help people, you know, she's a Harley mom of 3. But most importantly, she's living her dreams with her wonderful husband because of My Daily Choice. So with that being said, I'm turning it over to you, Miss Tammy. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you. How exciting to be here. And guys, the information you just got, it's like, seriously, I can listen to these two men. Every time I hear them train, I learn something new. And I've been here for 4 years. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, Vegas. You guys are amazing. Absolutely love everything you have to say. And yes, guys, we're going to share something, just some short stories for you because tomorrow is Grandparents' Day. And how special is that, right? We've got some grandparents on here. Drop in a one in the comments if you're a grandpa, a papa, a mima, a Nina, whatever you're called. Drop it in the comments because how exciting. And I got to tell you guys, I am a mima of 9. I have 3 grown men as sons. And yes, I'm a Harley riding grandma. Let me tell you, the tatted grandma, I come in rolling up, but I love with all I have and I give with all I've got, and absolutely loving this. So I'm just going to share with you guys real quick, and then I'm going to bring 2 other beautiful women up for you to see how this is helping change other Mimi's lives. And so I came into this company 4 years ago, guys, in the accounting. I was in the accounting industry, okay, business office manager, and I was locked into this room in my office by myself. Month end, the beginning of the month, it didn't matter. There was always something going on. It was like boom, boom. And I'm a people person, right? So can just imagine what that was doing to me. And then I came across this little, I called it a side gig back then, right? It's like, I'm going to try this little side gig and make a little bit of extra money, have some fun. Little did I know that that side gig was going to turn into a full-time aligning my passions and my goals. So I was able to align my passion of helping people, my goals of reaching out to the things I wanted. And you know what was on my dream board? I've got my dream board right here. On my dream board was a new Harley Davidson. Guess what I just got? Guess what I got this summer? Yeah, baby. Mima got a new motorcycle. So that's what giving the motivation, the drive, and the passion with this did for me. And here's the difference that I saw. We've been in some crazy times, right? In 2020, we got locked down. You couldn't leave your home. You couldn't go to work. Kids were working from home for their school. And I did not skip a beat. My business stayed open. My business was still there to help people. And I'm going to tell you, I take a certain product from this company for my mental well-being. And so many people needed that during those lockdowns because it was helping, because it did things to people. And I was able to be part of this amazing community of love, support, and motivation that kept me up, and kept me motivated, and I didn't have to close down. So the thing that is so heartwarming for me is I am now watching my grandchildren grow. I'm going to those events of my grandchildren that I missed out on with my own boys because I was working 3 jobs to survive. And now I'm able to be here for my family. I have freedom of time. I have freedom of my finances. And it's just been an amazing, amazing experience, an amazing journey. So don't lose sight. Don't lose sight of your passions and your goals, no matter what happens. Keep going forward, keep pushing, because this opportunity literally not only changed my life, but saved my life. So I thank you guys for hearing my journey. And I have another Mima, or I'm going to say Mimi, that I'm going to share her story. But guess what? Guys, she's out loving her little grandson today. So if somebody can give me, I got it. Okay. Because I am going to share screen as soon as I can find it. There it is, with an amazing Mima. And I got to tell you guys, this Mima is my mentor, an amazing woman. Her name is Laura Hentella. She's a leader in this opportunity and gives with all of her heart and soul. This woman, I just absolutely love her. We all hooked up at Mastermind, and like we'd come out of the bathroom and we literally had our hair done the same. We had the same clothes on. From behind, we look like Bopsy twins. It was like, you're my sister from another mister. I absolutely love her. So with that, guys, I am going to show you Laura's journey, her story. I'm going to share my screen here. All right. Now I got to find my go button. It's not letting me. Please excuse me, technical. Yeah, I'm looking for it and it's blocked, Jermaine. I got to move stuff. Okay, I'm getting there. There was stuff in my way. There we go.
Adorable little grandson. I want to share with you my journey into network marketing. when my kids were young, but on the baby stages, I decided I wanted to go back into the workforce. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to become a realtor because, you know, you have a lot of freedom there. You don't have to punch in 10 o'clock and be somewhere at any given time. Okay, little did I know that as a realtor, you're on call 24/7. There's no freedom of time there at all. But one of my realtor friends invited me to a meeting of a new company that she had joined. So I toddled along to see what it was all about. And that's where I was introduced to network marketing. And I thought, oh my gosh, this business model is golden. It is amazing. I love that it was a level playing field. It didn't matter your educational background, right? You didn't have to have a college degree to succeed. It didn't matter about how much money you had in the bank. It was amazing. The only thing that didn't matter was your mindset. And so you had to take off your employee hat and put on your entrepreneurial hat in network marketing. So I have over the years been in several companies until I found my deal of choice. And oh my gosh, the holy grail of network marketing companies right here. So firmly planting the flag. Is network marketing simple? Yes, the concept of network marketing is simple. Is it easy? No business is easy all the time, right? It is a real business. So there are ebbs and flows. The key is you have to stay when things are not looking good, right? You have to stay the course. Because there's many times that when things were not looking so great, and I thought to myself, do I want to stay here? And then I thought, you know what? Okay, in 5 years, Laura, if you stay, do you have a possibility of having more money in the bank than anything else paid off? Yes, there's that possibility. If you leave, do you have the possibility of having more money in the bank than bills paid off? No, not if I stayed in what I was currently doing. Absolutely not. So then that's when I realized, yes, I have to just stay. And I'm so glad that I did, because I now have freedom that I've always been looking for. When I started network marketing, my real choice was my grandmother. But now that I am, we moved from California to Idaho because we wanted to live in California, but then I became a grandmother, so I needed to be closer to Southern California again, didn't want to go back there. So we moved to Payson, Arizona, where we can drive easily. So whenever I want to go see my little grandson and my daughter, I can just jump in the car and off we go. And that is the freedom that I've always been looking for. But I got so much more from the business as well. I've had amazing friends. There's a great community that you're part of. And also, you guys, thanks to be super shy. There's no way that I could ever talk in front of people. But because through network marketing, they teach you a lot of personal development, I now have so much more confidence and not nearly as self-conscious as I used to be. And you guys, that is priceless. So, you know, they say network marketing is a personal development wrapped around a compensation plan. You can't beat that. So thank you so much for listening to the story. And if ever you need any help with anything, please feel free to reach out. And hopefully one day we can meet at convention and just have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye.
All right, that was wonderful, guys. Somebody just made me aware that they're having a hard time hearing Laura. Her story will be in our Funhouse. We'll get that story shared in the testimonies for you guys. My apologies for any disruption in that. Laura shares an amazing story, so I'll be sure to get that link out to everyone so you can hear her story up close and personal. Next, we're going to call up another amazing Mimi. Absolutely love her. Michelle Stevenson has been an amazing asset to this community. She's always willing to jump out there and help. She is a wife, a mom, a Mimi, and has worked multiple businesses. And now she's able to run her own cupcake business and work this opportunity full time, doing what she loves and helping others and living the life in Florida. So Michelle, can you share with us your amazing journey?
Hey, thank you so much, Tammy. Wow, such powerful testimonials from some of our amazing grand ladies. Love it. For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Michelle Stevenson. I was born and raised in Delaware, and now I'm happily living in Florida. Hey, Chris. I've been here for the past 4 years. My husband and I have raised 2 amazing sons, and we just celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary last month. I gained the rank of grandness, see what I did there? Almost 14 years ago. And we have 5 grands, and as of May, we also have 1 great granddaughter. And while I'm still relatively new to this industry, I wish that I would have done, gotten on board with this way back when. But I do love the opportunities this offers not only for my husband and myself, it also trickles down to being able to help the kids and grandkids when needs arise. The thought of being able to leave something for them down the road is a great motivator. But I also appreciate the here and now and what we're able to do now because of this business. It's a wonderful feeling knowing with this company, I have the chance to make trips to see them because they all live in Georgia. So that means a lot of fuel going in the gas tank to get there and back. And then of course, we don't let them, buy meals. We go out, we take them out to eat, and, we cover all that. It is, and our youngest granddaughter, she is able to come down and visit us a lot, quite often, when she's out of school, summer vacation, holidays, and stuff like that. And she is a outdoor person. She loves going places and doing things. And of course, when we're out at the stores or whatever, if she says, Mimi, Poppy, can you buy me this? Of course, we're going to buy it for her, right? So it's great having that opportunity to do that without worrying about whether we can afford it or not. So, and I know a lot of times people join this industry and feel they aren't successful if they aren't able to make a mortgage payment, make a car payment, pay off big bills, or buy new toys or whatever. But don't skip over those small celebrations along the way. Quick story, I mentioned our anniversary being last month, and I was able to pay for my husband and I's entire day thanks to this company. We were out of town for the day, went on a riverboat wildlife cruise, and then went out to a nice seafood dinner. I covered the entire thing thanks to this business. So enjoy the little moments as you reach for those big goals. So when you're ready, get back to whoever invited you and shared this with you to get started on your journey and leave your own legacy. Thank you very much. Back to you, Tammy.
Thank you, Michelle. And amazing. I absolutely love hearing these journeys of so many like-minded people, and absolutely love this. So guys, we can never have a Super Saturday without the Cannabis Cowboy, right? I met Chris Robinson, and when I first started doing road shows, and I actually got to speak on stage, and I was terrified of this man. I got to tell you, because I looked at him and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a big leader. I'm gonna trip over my own feet on stage. I'm gonna be all tongue-tied. And then I got to know Chris Robinson, and he's an amazing friend, an amazing leader, inspiring. The man works to no end and still manages to operate this opportunity and help so many people through trainings, our weekly calls. So Chris Robinson, it's all you. Thank you for everything you do. We appreciate you more than you could ever know. So take it away.
Awesome, Tammy. Thank you so much. Can you hear me okay? Sweet. I'm actually sitting in my pickup out in the boonies because it's farming season and that's what we do. But I would not have missed this for the world. So I drove out to some service and got it going. But before I get started, I just got to thank everybody that participated today. Michelle Powers, Dale Franklin for organizing the whole thing. Of course, Jermaine for all the energy he brings and hosting. And one of these days, he's going to take my MC job, I'm sure, at all the live events. That's what I'm rooting for anyway. And of course, Sonia, who's not with us today, but she does a ton for Fun International, Vegas Goss, Chris Bailey. You guys all crushed it. Of course, you, Tammy and Laura, and Michelle Stevenson. Great story. I'm a grandparent now too, with my first grandbaby who turns 1 here in December. So, but before I jump into what I'm going to talk about today, which is generational wealth and what can actually be obtained through staying focused for a long period of time in the home-based network marketing business, I got to give a few shout outs. First, We haven't done a Super Saturday since Dale got home from Africa. He went over there for a few weeks. He's created a ton of momentum and helped a whole bunch of people over in the African continent as My Daily Choice spreads across the globe. So Dale, I got to give hats off to you, not just for being in charge and organizing our Super Saturday, but for all the efforts. I mean, taking a few weeks away from your family and traveling literally all the way around the world to help people, that deserves a huge shout out. Also, Michelle Powers and Jessica Cobb for the story promo, posting your stories. You guys actually earned 2 free convention tickets for Orlando, as well as the VIP dinner. Then, of course, Danielle Hopkins for hitting the
May have just lost my partner. Is he there?
Here.
It looks like he's back.
I'm back.
There you go.
Anyways, I was saying Danielle Hopkins for hitting the 10 and 2 promo and the VIP dinner. I can't wait for Convention Orlando. If you haven't got your tickets yet, make sure you do that, because it's going to be not just a massive thing for My Daily Choice, but it's going to be a big, fun, educational weekend for Fun International. So make sure you get that done. So anyways, before I even got started, I had to thank, and there's so many more people that make My Daily Choice and Fun International possible. And you guys know who you are, and I thank you so much. So on to my
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He'll come back. He always does. He always
Here.
does. There he is.
Why is it cutting out? I've been on this for an hour and been fine.
You know, I'm a spiritual person. When you're about to deliver something good, the enemy always tries to cause confusion. So you just keep on going, Pastor Chris. Go ahead.
Chris, turn your video off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, turn the video off. Sometimes it helps signal.
Not that we don't want to see your handsome face.
How's
but-
that? Okay. Are we good now?
Nope, turn your video off. Try without the video.
My video is off. Am I good now? What in the world?
There you go. We can hear you.
You can, oh,
Sound like you're going underwater, brother.
how about now?
Okay. Just go.
Am I here? Am I
We'll
here?
listen. Yes. We'll listen intently. Go ahead.
Okay. If you can hear me, I'm good. I just moved my truck a little bit. Can you hear me, Jermaine?
Yes. Somewhat.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. You talk for 3 minutes. I'm going to move on top of the mountain.
Okay, I want everybody to picture Chris out right now, driving all over the mountain, trying to get good reception, holding up things in there. I mean, it's fun. Anyway, he will come to us
How's
in a
this?
minute. Yeah.
Can you hear me? All
Okay,
right.
there's somebody that has an open line. Wait, there's somebody else that has an open line. I heard a little cuss in there, a swearing. We don't want that.
They're muted.
There we go. Thank
We
you so
good now?
much. You're still a little
Are we good?
fuzzy, brother, but go ahead.
Okay. So if you can't hear me at some point, cut me off, okay? Maybe that's now.
Stay right there. Talk.
Stay right. Okay. I'm here. Okay. So, okay. Am I good, Jermaine? Yes or no?
No, you sound a little fuzzy, and I know you want to come across clear, so I don't know what to tell you,
Hold on
brother.
1 second. I'm going to get this. Can you hear me now?
That's better.
That's better? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't
So
move. Don't move.
I'm
Go.
not moving. I'm staying still, and we're going to talk because I got a pretty powerful message I want to bring across today. So, generational wealth is a very, very powerful thing. And I've been in the business world since I was 18 years old as an entrepreneur. And I just want to give a little background before I go into where we're at today, because I came from a very blue collar family, not a ton of money. We never went hungry. I don't have any homeless stories or anything like that. However, my dad worked hard to make sure we were fed and clothed and things like that, but we never had a lot of extra. And so I knew growing up I wanted to do something a little different. And that's where network marketing came into my life. And I'm gonna share some stuff with you guys. As you guys know, I never talk about dollars and cents. I'm not a money guy. I'm a fact guy. And so what I'm gonna share with you today is what's possible if you do what Chris Bailey taught about, maximizing our comp plan. You get your mindset right, like Vegas Goss was talking about. And when it comes to mindset, I'm going to say this. I heard this with Jermaine actually in North Carolina from Antonina, when she said, until you will never have your money right. Just the most powerful thing I've ever heard, because if you don't believe you can obtain something, then you're never going to achieve it. So throughout my life, I've been an entrepreneur. I've tried several different businesses. I made a lot succeed and a lot fail, but I learned from the failures. But what you can achieve with My Daily Choice opportunity, I'm just going to share some for me. Hope that you can do the same for you, because I believe success and wealth defined differently amongst every single person. Different, it's different for everybody. So I 14 years old in the network marketing business.
Yeah, Chris, we lost you again, brother. All right, guys, we're gonna wait for him. As we know, look, it's, technical difficulties, but he is committed and he will drive around on that mountain until he gets close to a cell tower somewhere, cross a river, and he will get to us. So we'll just look here. This has been phenomenal because we want to hear that as well, because we're not done. Actually, we're early on time, so it's good. So I'll just pause here as he gets a good location. Again, thank you for all of the wonderful stories there and the training. Vegas, man, as you were going there on the goal setting, as I'm supposed to close this thing out at the end of the day and just wrap it up in a bow, man. Goal setting, man, you gave it to us on the SMART goals. What I was always taught is always to write them down, set a date to it, as you've already said, make it measurable, as you said, set a plan, as you said. And then I would encourage everybody to get busy, take action, because a lot of people, though, we sit there and we fall under what we know to be avoidance behavior. And then that flows into the laws of diminishing intent. I'll say it again. We sometimes succumb to what is known as avoidance behavior. Avoidance behavior is when we will organize our desk before we actually start to work our business, and we feel that's working our business. I'm going to pause because Chris came back on. Chris, are you there?
Yep, I need 30 more seconds and I know I'll be good.
That's good. I'll flow here. So I'm going to encourage you guys. And then the laws of diminishing intent says the longer that you take to actually take action, the least likely it is that you will actually ever do it. So the laws of diminishing intent and avoidance behavior. That's why you just got to do it. You just have to take action on those goals. And then I'm going to encourage you as well to read it out loud. The laws of auto-suggestion, read it out loud twice a day. Promise you, the world, the universe will conspire for you to achieve it. You will begin to believe it. And then, as Vegas alluded to, affirm your goal to someone else. When you put your when you put your name and your goal on the line to someone that you can't lie to. I'll say that one again, because a lot of times we lie to ourselves. Oh, come on, y'all, let's keep it real. But when you look your baby girl in the eye, you know, we've been talking about the grandparents. When you look your granddaughter in the eye and you tell her, look, mama is gonna do this. I'm gonna hit this goal. I'm going to make it happen. And I want you to even hold me accountable. Man, you can't lie to baby girl. And so I'm going to encourage you to affirm it to someone else, because that also it will counter what we know to be procrastination. And procrastination is nothing more than suicide on installment plans. Y'all should write that down. Procrastination is nothing more than suicide on installment plans. So affirm it to someone else. And then after that, sacrifice. What are you willing to give up to go up? I'll say it again. What are you willing to give up to go up? We all know convention is coming. It'll be here in less than, 60 some days, if that. And look, can it be done? Yes, it can still be done. But what are you willing to sacrifice to go up? I know it's football season. It's some of our religion. I know. But what's more important? Watching people make millions or you making millions? Them taking care of their legacy and their grandchildren's children, or you taking care of yours? So what are you willing to give up to go up? And the last thing as it relates to your goals is, look, as Vegas said, reward yourself. And it's been so many amazing stories already from Michelle Stevenson about that. And so I'm just going to throw that in and just bring it all together. I'll talk about some of the other trainings, but Chris is back here, so we're going to flow again. Chris, were you able to make it back?
Are we winning now?
It's a little better, brother. Go.
All right. So back to my story a little bit. I'm not going to rehash what I said, but I come from very humble beginnings, and I really feel like network marketing was the grand slam for me. And again, Dale, asked me to talk about generational wealth. And so that's what I'm going to talk about. And as I sit here today, even though I'm out in the boonies with no service, because I still believe success is only rented, it's never owned. You must always get up, go to work, stay focused, especially if you're more worried about your family than yourself. And it was a real eye-opener for me last December when I became a grandfather, because I had achieved what I thought I needed to achieve in life. My wife was taken care of. I was taken care of. My 4 daughters were taken care of. Then I get my first grandchild and I'm going, wait a minute. If all 4 of my daughters do what I did, I'm going to have 16 grandchildren, which would be great. But I want to make sure I can help all of them too. And I also started looking around at my brothers who've been the biggest impact for me in my life. And I've known, my brother Bo, his whole entire life, he wanted to own a ranch with cattle. So me and Bo started a company about 10 years ago called Blue Diamond Cattle Company. Now it's a very successful cattle operation that my brother Bo owns. I stepped out, I relinquished my ownership, got that business going and helped him out. My brother Mike is an awesome, really great horse trainer. I always wanted to have a company that he could feed his family and earn income doing what his passion was. Today, because of this business, Robinson Quarter Horses is founded. It's one of the most successful quarter horse companies in our area, maybe even the West United States. And just to be able to help my brothers was one thing, but to be able to help my children and everybody else is another thing. So I want to talk about what's probably been the biggest accomplishment for me. And I did not do this alone. I learned how to leverage other people, which anybody that's ever been successful has done. And when I say leverage other people, I'm not saying take advantage. I'm saying work with, inspire, help, train, because the only way you win in this industry is to help other people win as well. And right now, as we're sitting here on this call and I'm sitting in this truck, we're actually just wrapping up what has been the biggest accomplishment I've been able to achieve in my life, as well as through my network marketing career. And as all of you know, if you don't know, my father was one of my best friends. I lost him 4 years ago, and I wanted a legacy for him. And 2 years ago, our school district, who's underfunded like every other public school district, they were trying to get 13 new classrooms built and a new gym built, a sports complex. And they came to me and said, will you donate some money? And I said, well, what are you looking for? And they told me, and I said, well, why don't I just donate the building? And for 2 years, we've been building this building. We're going to wrap it up in about, probably 6 months or so. And talk about legacies and generational wealth. Next year, my own daughter will be learning how to read and write in a building with my dad's name on it. My grandchildren will all learn how to read and write in a building with my dad's name on it. They will win sports championships in the Ben Robinson Memorial Sports Complex. If you haven't figured out, Ben is my dad's name. It's Ben Robinson. My sister-in-law will teach children for the next 40 years in the Ben Robinson Educational Center. My great-great-grandchildren will go through the school system, through the sporting events that Jermaine talked about, football and everything else. I'm a huge sports guy as well. But to be able to leave that stamp in a little town in Idaho, that when I'm dead in 150 years from now, my great-great-great-grandchildren will know my dad. They never had the opportunity to meet him. That's what you can achieve and you can obtain with the opportunity you all are a part of right now, right here. Yeah, the businesses I helped with my brothers get started will run. My construction company that my little brother runs will run. That'll provide for their families, give them good livings, give them everything that they need. But to be able, I mean, how many of you drove through towns and you see like, Bill Smith football field or such and such building, and then you go, man, wouldn't that be cool to have something like that in our family? There's nothing like that in my family ever. Matter of fact, I don't know, there may be one millionaire in my family for 30 generations back besides myself. And to be able to do that through network marketing, through leveraging other people's efforts and helping people get motivated to go do things that's, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just a little extra. Do that extra. Do what it takes to achieve what's on your dream board, like Chris Bailey's living in Florida right now. Do what it takes. Think big, think out of the box, get out of your comfort zone. And the only reason I was able to do anything was because I got out of my comfort zone. I was very comfortable earning $150,000 to $200,000 a year, building homes when I was 20 years old. Very comfortable. I mean, at that point, you're like in the top 3%. But then one day you'll wake up, and I hope that day is today for everybody on this call, that you realize life's not about you. Your life's not about you. Your life's about the people that you touch, the people that you help succeed, and the people that you help become better people. And that's the legacy that you leave. And I hope you all start with your families, then work out through your friendships and your relationships and touch as many people as you can. And I can tell you, I own 7 businesses right now, successful ones. I've owned probably, maybe 12 or 15 different businesses. Some I've lost. You guys may not know this. 8 years ago, the sheriff knocked on my door and told me to move out of my house. It wasn't mine no more. But the setback is the setup for what's better and what's next. If that had never happened, I'd still just be a home builder. I'd just be building houses. But you got to take the setbacks and use them for fuel and motivation to do something bigger and better. And when I was going through that, one of the guys, he's not even in network marketing, he's just a mentor of mine in business. He stopped by my office. He heard I was losing my house. He heard everything was going down. And he said, Chris, if you can do it once, you can do it 100 times, only it gets faster every time. So if you've built something and lost it, if you quit, that's where you fail. But if you keep going, it will build back easier. Whatever it is in life, whether it's relationship, whether it's dollars and cents, whether it's a home, whether it's a marriage, whatever the case may be. But if you want true generational wealth, you have to understand one thing, and I said this earlier, and I hope you heard it when I said it. Success is only rented, it is never owned. So if you hit 100K affiliate, or you hit 500K, or even super or master affiliate, if you get there and go, I've arrived, I'm done, it's going to go away. You still have to have that passion to help you. You may not have to work as hard. You may have more money to be able to do more things. But if you go away, everything you worked for in your life will go away too. So as we wrap this up, what I want to impress upon you is, if I can do it, you can do it. And when I say I, it's we. One of the coolest things I ever seen in this whole entire industry, and it's so awesome that Chris Bailey's on this call, is I got into network marketing 2008, kind of at the top of the company. You guys know a lot of the story. Josh Swagel passed me. Well, Chris Bailey did too, and he come in way after me, and his team name was We. Because you never, ever, ever accomplish anything alone. You can't. Everything you do, whether if you build houses, if you farm, if you work at a gas station, if you are in network marketing, if you are an insurance agent, a real estate agent, whatever it is, you are not in a profession. If you're a realtor, you're not in a profession of selling homes. If you're an insurance agent, you're not in the profession of protecting people. You're not in the business of protecting people. If you're a toothbrush salesman, you're not in the business of selling toothbrushes. You're in the people business, because no business happens without people. So what I want to challenge everybody to do today that worked for me is quit worrying about yourself and worry about other people. When you worry about other people, big things happen. And when you're worried more about helping somebody in your downline hit a new rank than you are you hitting a new rank, I promise you, you will rank up. I promise you, you'll earn more money. You can go do the legacy things you want to do. And that's probably the best word to wrap up what I want to talk about today. Dale asked me to talk about generational wealth, but it's really legacy. What kind of legacy are you leaving behind? Because you can go, yeah, I could have, instead of building a building, I could have went and bought a yacht. I die, it rots, it sinks. I could have went and done so many different things, but I'm not only helping out my future grandchildren, also my nieces and nephews that are going to school now in a building that's named after their grandpa, that have been going to school there for years, and now that's part of the building complex in the school district. But to be able to leave stuff like that means something that I can't take that with me when I die. You can't take anything with you when you go. But to leave a legacy like that, and I just hope one day that I left an impression on somebody in my family as good as the impression my dad left on me, that they want to name a building after me. I'm going to do it myself. I could, but I don't want to. I want somebody to do that for me. And the only way to do that is to live a good life, to help as many people as you possibly can, so that somebody wants to do that for you. And I'm going to share this as I close. When I've talked in front of, I don't know, millions of people on every continent on this planet, but Antarctica. I've never been to Antarctica. If anybody knows somebody in Antarctica, let's start a team there so we can go do some events, because I'd like to go there. But when it really changed for me was the night my dad died. My mom asked me to talk at my dad's funeral. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life, to speak in front of those people. When I talked at his funeral, There was literally thousands of people in the room and people out in the hallways of what they call a stake center, of people trying to get into my dad's funeral. And then I'm standing there giving a talk about my dad's life and things like that. My ultimate goal in life is this: that when I die, I want more people at my funeral than my dad had. And right now, I think I'm only halfway there. So set different goals, maybe that aren't obtained to a dollar amount. They're obtained to legacies and generational wealth. And wealth, again, wealth isn't money. Wealth can be different to anybody else, but money will help you obtain that wealth. Make a goal today to leave something behind, or several things behind. And you can't wait until you're sick to do this. You can't wait until you're on your deathbed to do this. You got to go now. You got to go today. And there's no better vehicle on this planet. I've been in construction and agriculture and cattle and horses and real estate, you name it. I've been involved, cryptocurrency, whatever. There's no better vehicle to help you leave a massive legacy behind than what you're on this call about today, which is My Daily Choice and the network marketing profession. Because there's no better people business in the world than this industry right here. So get out your dream boards, set your goals like Vegas Goss was talking about leaving a legacy, and spell out what that legacy looks like. And then change it as you achieve goals. I guarantee you, even just 4 years ago, if I'd have said, well, I want to have a building in my community named after my dad, that wouldn't have been on there. It wasn't even a thought. But as my goals happened, I started setting new ones and setting new ones and setting new ones. And then when the opportunity arose, I was able to capitalize on that because I put myself in a position to do so. And that, by the way, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of social media and pictures on that when this building opens. That is the Fun International Ben Robinson Memorial Building, because without everybody on this call and hundreds of thousands of other people around this world that has helped me achieve what I've achieved, it never would have happened. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of you, not just for being on this call, but being a part of my life, being a part of Fun International, and being a part of My Daily Choice. So with that being said, I know Jermaine already started his wrap-up part because I ran out of service, but I got to do this before I turn it back to Jermaine, because this guy, it's kind of crazy, because a cowboy from Idaho, well, let's just call it what it is, a white cowboy from Idaho, redneck, and a black gentleman from the hood of LA, to be able to come together and not worry about us, or maybe we have different beliefs and different things, but to know what our strengths and our weaknesses are, to help each other get better and to help better other people. That's the best way I can describe mine and Jermaine's relationship. But this guy is solid. He answers the phone at 1 in the morning, at 4 in the morning. It doesn't matter. If I need something, he's there. And I hope you feel the same way, because if you ever need anything, you know you'll get it, brother. But just an incredible individual and an awesome guy to have in your corner. Make no mistake, he's in your corner. So Jermaine, wrap this up. Again, thank you everybody for being on today's Super Saturday. Can't wait for the next one. Love you guys. I'm going to go get back in a tractor and work on some more generational wealth right now.
Y'all saw the way that he stayed clear during all of that. I'm a very spiritual person, because y'all were praying, we were praying, because somebody was supposed to hear that. And man, look here, and I'm going to come back to his story, but man, Chris, look, I was trying to fight back tears the entire time. I see Danielle already crying over there, but, and Tammy, man, but, oh my. All right, look here, guys, we are early on time. I'm going to close this thing all out. Before I do, Dale Franklin, Elder Dale Franklin, thank you for putting this together for us every month. Everybody, look, put a 1 in the chat if you got something from this today. Put a 1 in the chat if you got something. I mean, you came here, didn't even know what you were expecting or needing, but you got what you needed today. Put your 1 in the chat. And I'm going to encourage you the next Super Saturday, mark your calendar now, Saturday, October the 8th, Saturday, October the 8th. Put it on the calendar. That's it. The same time, the same place, but Saturday, October the 8th. Also in between there, from then until there, every Thursday now, you know that in our corporate office, they are having a weekly presentation. Josh Schwagel did the presentation. It's recorded in your back office that you can use with your own shareable link. I'm telling you guys, what company has a CEO that does the weekly presentation? I'll wait. Tell me. There is not one. There is not one. Let me tell you that. I haven't seen it. And Chris, all of us, Dale, we've been around for a while. Josh Schwagel did that presentation, the weekly presentation. But I'm going to encourage us on this team. Who do you know? The greatest question, who do you know in Las Vegas? Get you some real estate in that room, because you know somebody that knows somebody in Las Vegas. Why not build a team at the corporate office? Man, unheard of. And look, I want to also say thank you. I saw the people in Africa, South Africa, Kenya, still on this call. Saw some of you yawning, but you fought through it because it's late over there. Thank you. Thank you guys for showing up, for being on the call. We love each of you. And so with that said, unless that's it, Dale, I think that's all of the announcements. Yes. So in closing, look, I want to do this. Vegas, I've already closed out about him. Wonderful training, brother, on goal setting. Chris Bailey touched on the compensation plan, and he took me to an old philosophy as he was talking about that holding tank, burning it from the bottom up, burning it from the bottom up. And if you don't know, everybody write this number down, 51. We have 51 days until November, until convention. We have 51 days. If you want to add in the other 2 days, then fine. But we have 51 days to convention. And so it's time for us to go to work. As we go to work, I know I did not give a book of the month. On Jenna's call, she was referring to Think and Grow Rich. We have a lot of brand new people here. So of course, Think and Grow Rich. I want to encourage you to listen to it, get that in you. It's one of the pillars of this industry. But I heard a lot of people, I heard Michelle Stevenson saying about 40 some years of marriage. Congratulations, hats off to you. And we in the fund, we want healthy relationships. I heard Chris Bailey said, look, I'm off the market, guys. I'm here with my girlfriend. Praise God. Look here. But I want to, out of my spirit, because I know we have people that are single on this call. So for everybody on the call, Think and Grow Rich. For everybody that is in a relationship. I got this from 2004 from Jim Rohn and Brian Tracy. See, some of y'all don't even know what CDs are, but this was from the Leadership Summit with Jim Rohn. And he was the first one that ever told me one of the first people that you need to recruit is your spouse. And the best way of doing that is for you all to begin to grow together. And he said, in this industry, network marketing, you want to have healthy marriages, healthy relationships. So in addition to Think and Grow Rich, for every couple on this call, and I saw Tina say that her husband is listening in on the call right now. I want to refer to you the book that Jim Rohn told me years ago. He said, his needs, her needs. I want all the marriages, all the married folk on this call, or you want to be married, it's good. You want to marry again, I don't care, whatever it is. His needs, her needs. His needs, her needs. I want you to get that book, read it. I promise you, it'll help you in so many areas of your life. With that said, in closing, Chris Robinson, man, and all the testimonies, phenomenal. Chris Robinson, as he was doing that, I thought about the scripture. A good man leaves an inheritance. A good man or woman leaves an inheritance. And all we usually ever inherit is debt and stress. And people are going to talk about you. They're going to say you're crazy for being on that Super Saturday. You're crazy for always posting or being involved with that fun group. And they're going to say you're crazy for going to Orlando to convention and all of that stuff, that rah-rah hype stuff. They're going to say you're crazy. But Chris just gave you a testimony. And I have always lived by the fact, if God has done it for someone else, he can do the same thing for me. And I'm going to encourage you guys, look, somebody is going to have to stand in the gap. Somebody is going to have to pay the price to break that curse of poverty off your family tree. Someone is going to have to be the first millionaire in your family tree. Why not you? Why not you? I'll close with this story. There was a boy and he was talking to an old sensei. He said, oh man, what's my reason for living? What's my reason for dying? The old man, he didn't say anything. As they stood out on the beach, he said, oh man, what's my reason for living? What's my reason for dying? The old man just looked at him, still didn't say anything. But the young boy, he wanted to get this answer. He said, oh man, what's my reason for living? What's my reason for dying? He said, oh man, look, I wrote my name on the side of the mountain and the winds just came and it eroded it away. He said, I wrote my name on the tree and the tree grew and my name, it went and it grew away. He said, I even wrote my name in the sand here. And then the waves and the storm came and took my name away. He said, oh man, what's my reason for living? What's my reason for dying? The old man, he turned to him. He said, young boy, my Daily Choice affiliate, Fun International. He said, your reason for living, your reason for dying is to write your name on the heart of every man, woman, boy, and girl that you come into contact with. How do you do that? You do that by every day staying committed, staying focused on your dreams, and going to work, as Chris said, as Bailey said, going to work every day, sharing this opportunity, sharing these life-changing products that Tammy talked about. That's your reason for living. That's your reason for dying, so that one day somebody will come and build a building and put your name up on it. You will go into someone's house and your picture will be up on the mantle. Said, that's my granddaddy that paid the price. That's my grandmother that stood in the gap. She was my example. That's what you do. Other than that, guys, I love you. God bless you. Have an awesome one. Take care. Take charge. Happy Super Saturday. We will see you again on Monday night on the training call. Y'all have a blessed one. Thank you, guys. Peace.